Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, I am super excited because we're talking what I think might just be the world's best toner. Now, I don't say that lightly. People that have been with me on this journey here on Mad About Skin for some time will know I'm not the biggest fan of toners and essences. I've never been that impressed by anyone to really want to continue to use it consistently in my routine. Well, all that changed when I reached for this. This is the Allies of Skin Founders Essence, and I think the reason I say this is like the world's best toner is it does so much, and I think I'm not exaggerating when I say this is the product that has single-handedly had the biggest impact on my skin and on my skincare routine of the whole 5 years that I've been filming videos here on Mad About Skin. And so I'm super excited to kind of talk about it in a little bit more detail today. We're going to cover it all. We're going to talk the pros, we're going to talk the cons, I'm going to give you like my befores and afters. So sit back, relax, let's talk the world's best toner. Now, of course, in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my thoughts, feelings, and opinions on this, but I would love to hear yours. So, sound off in the comment section below and let me know if, having watched this video, if you're tempted by this product. If you are, if you're tempted to buy it, try it, and use it in your own skincare routine, leave the heart emoji for me down in the comments. If you're someone that thinks this isn't applicable for you, maybe it's not your price bracket, maybe you don't need the benefits it's going to bring, again, let me know by leaving the cross emoji and state why. Here on Mad About Skin, my opinions are just one part of this story. I love to hear yours too. So yeah, I love to hear from you each and every single day. Now, today actually marks a bit of an anniversary milestone for the channel. It is exactly 5.5 years since I uploaded my very first YouTube video on Mad About Skin. And I just wanted to take a quick moment before we delve into this video proper to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you to each and every one of you that's been with me on this journey. I wouldn't be sat here today without the love, the kindness, and the support that you guys show me every single day, and I'm just so grateful for that. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now, before I get teary, I think it's time we just cut that waffle and we delve straight on in. So in today's video, like I said, I'm going to be talking about this product. I'm going to talk about what it's done for my skin. We're going to talk the pros. We're going to cover the cons, the things to be aware of. I'm going to share with you right at the end a potential, I don't want to call it a dupe because it's not the same, but it's similar for people that are looking for a more affordable price point. And of course, I'm going to summarize everything at the end. We've got a lot to cover, so I have left timestamps down in the description box below. So if you want to jump to one section of the video over another, timestamps there, be my guest. I've also linked various different links where you can buy it no matter what country you happen to be in, down in the description box below. There for your convenience. So if you want to check the price point, read the reviews, ingredients in more detail, all that good stuff, the links are there in the description box. So, like I said, this is the Allies of Skin Founders Essence 56. So the 56 represents the total number of active ingredients in a product, and trust me, that is a lot. That is a lot. Now, I actually got to try this out first. This is still my original bottle. It lasts forever. About 5 months ago, when I was at an event in London for Allies of Skin, I can't remember what it was now. I think it was something to do with their sunscreen. Anyway, their founder Nicholas pulled me to one side and said, Rob, I want you to try this out. It's something I've been working on. I want you to try this one out and kind of put it into my pocket. Not the most discreet product to hide, it's quite big. It's quite big. And I thought, okay, well, I have the ultimate FOMO, so the second I got home, I was slapping it on my skin to see, and I was pretty hooked on day one. Now, this should have launched a few months ago, but they had trouble sourcing some of the key ingredients, and so they delayed the launch a little bit. So I've had to literally bite down on my tongue for the past 5 months because I've been screaming to share this with you. The reason I think it's so special is not only do you have a fully comprehensive range of ingredients, this is like a skincare routine in one, but it's also the first product I've ever used that actually gives you a meaningful instant glow up and lift to the skin. Now, I've been so impressed with this for the past 5 months, but I also know other people have noticed. So quite recently on the channel, I've had quite a few comments from people saying, wow, skin is glowing. What's the secret? What have you changed? And again, I've been biting my tongue and said, oh, I don't know. I put it hands down to this product. It is the very best, still natural glow up I've ever achieved from a skincare product. Now, I'm not somebody that likes that glazed donut look that everyone seems to be going for now. That's not something I like, where you almost look dripping wet all day long. That's not for me. I just want a natural lit from within glow. And I've actually toned down the studio lightings today. You might notice a little bit of a lighting difference. I've toned that down so you can kind of see it on natural skin. I cleansed, I used this, I then went in with my sunscreen, and that's what you've got on the face today, because I wanted to show it in action so you can kind of see what the finish is like, and Love it. So we're going to delve into things. I'm going to talk first about the pros, what I think is amazing about it. We're then going to come on to some cons, some considerations. So first and foremost, I want to talk about how this could be the secret to streamlining in a skincare routine. I've never been a big fan of toners or essences because I always feel like they do a nice bit of hydration, but that's it. And I can get hydration from serums and moisturizers. I feel like, often for me at least, toners or essences was just an unnecessary additional step. So it's really nice to see a toner or an essence that actually has so much going on in it that it actually could act as a skincare routine in one. As I said, this morning I cleansed the skin, put this on, sunscreen, and I was ready to go. And I don't feel like I've missed out on anything because of the comprehensive blend of ingredients that I'm going to get onto in a minute. So if you're somebody that wants to streamline, wants to do your skincare routine in a rush but don't want to compromise on the outcomes, I think this could be an absolute benefit. This has been transformative in that respect for me because I do spend a lot of the time rushing about in the morning trying to get out the door. So in terms of the ingredients, I think there's a couple of key ones to call out. First and foremost, PAD. Now, PAD is like a sister derivative to azelaic acid. It's actually clinically proven to be more effective at fighting blemishes and breakouts. So if you're somebody that's using azelaic acid to fight adult acne or teen acne, PAD is the version you really want to go for. It does also have the same benefits as traditional azelaic acid though. It brightens the skin, fades hyperpigmentation, and reduces redness and inflammation. All things that I think are really good bases to have in a skincare routine. They use a 6% dose of PAD in this, which is actually a great strength to deliver those results, but it does mean it'll still be gentle enough that you could use your existing azelaic acid alongside it. And that's kind of what I love about this. You can use this as part of your existing skincare routine. So if you don't want to change anything, just take out your existing toner, milky toner or essence and slot this in the place of it and you'll see the enhanced results, that glow up, but you don't need to change anything else because all the ingredients are compatible with other actives. Or you could use this just as a standalone treatment in a super streamlined skincare routine. It's up to you. I tend to slot it into my existing routine, but on those days where I want to skip some steps and be super quick, this acts on its own, and that I really do love. So yeah, you've got your azelaic acid derivative. You also in here have copper sulfate, which is one of the unsung heroes in skincare. Copper sulfate is one of the best pore refining ingredients. Now, I'm going to say pore refining rather than pore minimizing because our pores are genetic. They are the size that they are. But you can reduce the appearance of those pores by ensuring that they're not clogged with dirt, blackheads and debris, and that they're refined to give a little bit more, like I said, a less noticeable appearance. And copper sulfate is one of the few ingredients that's clinically proven to refine the look of the pores. And you have a 1.3% strength in here. That's a lot. I don't think I've found copper sulfate above a 1% in many products at all. I can't think of one off the top of my head. So it's actually really nice to have that pore minimizing, that pore refining quality to it, which I really, really love. You've got a 2% dose of ectoin, which is the best barrier supporting and calming and soothing ingredient. You normally see this in high-end skincare. I'm thinking like Dr. Sam Bunting. I love that line of skincare. They have ectoin throughout it because it's just one of those that the higher-end skincare brands just know how to formulate with ectoin. And I love to see that Allies have brought it into their collection in this. Most ectoin will come in a moisturizer form, so I think it's really nice to have it in a toner or an essence form, which just makes it super, super easy to use and slot into your skincare routine. And it also here on the front, it has ellagic acid in there. Now, this is a relative newcomer to the acid space and it's not a traditional exfoliator. So it won't cause sensitivity and irritation. You can use it alongside other exfoliators, but it actually helps break apart excess pigment. It's great particularly for acne scarring and marks because it takes away that reddish purplish hue that we might get to our hyperpigmentation. So if you're someone who has scarring or marks that almost presents in that sort of purpley look to it, then this acid is going to be the very best to deal with it, and this again is going to be a great option for you. I can't go through all 56 ingredients, but they're the key ones alongside all your traditional calming and soothing ones. Panthenol, allantoin, you've got bisabolol. All these are great for calming and soothing. You've also got glutathione. Now, glutathione is my favorite ingredient to pair with vitamin C because it helps to eradicate hyperpigmentation. So use this alongside a vitamin C serum. You're going to be doubling down on the benefits. And for me, I just think that's the key for why I think this works so well. As I said, it gives you that instant glow up because there's some ingredients in here that give almost like a pearlescent, very natural, but very instant pearlescent look to the skin. And then in the long term, you're using ingredients that are going to boost the barrier function of the skin, fade hyperpigmentation, all things that are really going to help deliver that long-term glow up. So For me, short-term payoff for the impatient people like me, long-term wins, that is the sweet spot in skincare. So the second pro definitely comes down to the texture. So I'm going to show you this. I'm going to see if I can actually get this. As you can see, it's thicker than an average toner or an essence, but it's slightly thinner than a serum. So it's somewhere in between. It's very unique. It's very unique viscosity. And if you put this on the skin, look at that. It just gives you that instant radiance boost, drenched in hydration, which I love. It really hydrates you to the guts, but look, you're just getting that natural glow up that just feels so nice. It looks so good if you want to put any makeup on top of it, if it layers well with all your other serums and creams, and because it doesn't have dimethicone in, it won't pill, it won't ball up, it won't budge. It just looks great. It's a drink of water for the skin, plumps, hydrates, gives you that glow up with all that long-term skincare benefit. I'm also going to say, I think when it comes to, for me at least, the biggest pro, packaging. I'm a sucker for nice packaging. Yes, you should be spending money on the we're buying the formula, we're not buying the packaging. I know that. But I am somebody that is drawn to nice packaging. And as a brand owner myself, I know how much thought and consideration goes into packaging. And I know that they've chosen well here. So this is actually glass. It feels bougie. This top is actually bespoke to this, so it's not something, they've not just gone and bought something in bulk. They've actually specially designed this, which I love. It adds a little elegant, luxurious feel to it. They have the little spill resistant cap here, which I appreciate. I like this on a product because I want to travel with something and not have it leak all over. The packaging is just divine, and you know good packaging when I've been using this for the past 5 months and none of the lettering's gone. Look, it looks brand new. It doesn't peel off. If you get those products that it peels, it chips, you can't read any of the wording on it, like 2 uses in, that's cheap packaging. This looks as good as it did the day that I got it, and so yeah, good packaging. I know it shouldn't be the be all and end all, but as a brand owner, I appreciate when a brand has actually gone to the effort of creating bespoke packaging that's actually quality. And yeah, this feels like a little luxury in my life that I definitely appreciate. Now, there are a couple of cons that I want to call out. First and foremost, if you like a matte skin look, this isn't for you. And that's okay. There are plenty of people out there that like a deadpan matte look to the skin. There is zero judgment. Some people like extreme glow. Some people like extreme matte. I like something in between. A healthy glow that's neither one side or the other. I think that's where this product delivers the maximum benefit. If you like a very matte look to the skin, this isn't for you. And that's okay. That's okay. There are plenty of other toners and essences out there that deliver, but I do think it's worth calling that out. It's not going to be for everyone. It's for people that want a little bit of a glow up, but if you want matte, this isn't for you. Second con is going to be the price. And I am somebody that, if you know me, you know the channel, I am drugstore to my core. In fact, let's call it what it is, I'm cheap. I hate overpaying for skincare when I can get it cheaper somewhere else. We're fools if we do that. However, I don't mind investing a little extra of my hard-earned coin if I think I'm getting something more for that investment, if that makes sense. This is a product that I haven't seen anything else like it on the market. So there isn't a more affordable dupe that I can share with you because there isn't anything else like it. And so I'm happy to spend my coin. Now, I did get given this one 5 months ago. But before I ever talk about a luxury or higher end product that's been gifted, I always put one on order with my own money, because I think if I've actually invested my own money, that gives me that peace of mind that I genuinely am willing to spend on it, and I have. Just put 2 on order before I filmed this because I want to have a replacement for this, which is nearly running out, but I also am going to do a giveaway of the other one on this Saturday's live stream. So if you want to join us for our live stream this Saturday, I'll leave details down below. I'll be giving it away to one lucky winner, so I thought buy an extra one so I can do a little cheeky giveaway for you guys. So yeah, not the cheapest product on the market, but I don't think it's designed to be when you look at the quality of the packaging, the formulation, and all of that. But if you see it as an antioxidant, a barrier supporting, a calming and soothing serum, a glow enhancing serum, and a hyperpigmentation serum all in one, that's where I think the benefit lies. And in truth, I've been using this probably the past 5 months, once a day. I only use it on a morning because that's when I want the glow. So I use this every morning for the past 5 months, and I probably am down to the very last drop now. So it lasts 5 months. And that's because it has a similar viscosity to a serum. So you use the same amount of this, 2 drops, as what you would a serum. And this is 100 ml. So it's the equivalent of 3.5 30 ml serum bottles, if you see it like that, which is why it lasts 5 months. So actually, I think when you spread the cost over a 5 month period, this for me has been a no-brainer to reinvest in it and I will do time and time again. Now, if you made it this far, you can tell I'm a hardcore fan of this. However, I know that this isn't going to fit everyone's budget, and here on Mad About Skin, I never want anybody to be excluded. No matter the budget, no matter your skin type, skin tone, whatever, you are welcome here, and I like to offer a range of different price points for people. So I don't think there is anything that has this blend of active ingredients that truly is like a streamlined toner like this. I just don't think it exists. Hopefully it will in the future, who knows, but it doesn't at the moment. However, there is one product that will give a similar glow up to this. So if you're wanting like the glow up element of it, know that you're not getting the comprehensive ingredients, but it is at a lower price point, would be the Numbuzzin 9 Plus Toner. This is one that I've actually spoken about on the channel before, and again, really nice to get in that cheeky glow up, because again, it has that pearlescent quality to it, so it definitely delivers that. Again, I'm going to link that down in the description box below. You don't have the comprehensive formulation that you do in this one, but you do get that glow up. It also has some great peptide action. It's a beautiful product. In its own right, that Numbuzzin one is stunning. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to call it out for people that don't want to miss out on that glow, but maybe don't have the budget or want to invest in a product like this. As I said, I don't want anyone to ever be missed out on Mad About Skin. You are welcome here. So down in the description box below, I have left a link to that Numbuzzin one that I've already sung the praises of, and I'll dig out that video. I will dig out that video and I'll link it up there if you want to check it out. So I'm out of breath. Did I do that in one take? I think I might have done that in one take. Like I say, I'm the ultimate fangirl for this. I've had to bite my tongue for the past 5 months to share it with you, but I do, when I think when a product turns up, enters our lives, that genuinely delivers so much, it's actually worth shouting about. And hopefully, if you stayed with me to the bitter end now to share this, let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. For me, this is something truly special, and I wanted to share it with you guys, but I would love to hear your thoughts, feelings, opinions. Sound off in the comments below. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and glow to the gods. Take care. Bye.